Hello everybody, hope you're all well today, wherever you are in the world. First of all, thank you for tuning in and listening to my live talk today on how I work as a psychic medium. For those who don't know me, my name is Nadia Bajrami. I am a strategic hypnotherapist, a mind coach, as well as a psychic medium, and I live and work in Dublin, Ireland. So today is really, I would say, an informal talk on how I work as a psychic medium, but really more about my hygiene, my life hygiene as a psychic medium, What do I do? What is my daily routine to keep up my energy level, to be able to do this work that I love very much? I've very often heard a lot of people telling me, well, Nadia, you're really lucky. It's great that you have this gift. You can do so many things. You can help people. You're really lucky. This is what I hear quite a lot. And yes, that's great. And I'm happy to hear this as well. But what I really want to tell people is being a psychic medium is not just a gift. I wouldn't even call it a gift. It's really an ability. It's an ability that you really need to work on, to maintain, to develop. So it is hard work. And this is why I really call it more an ability than a gift, to be perfectly honest. So just maybe before I move on, what I will explain again very briefly the difference between a psychic and a medium. So a psychic, I work as a psychic medium. I use both my psychic and my mediumship in most of the readings I do, except if people specifically ask me just for a psychic reading, but I do always use my psychic when I do my mediumship readings. So what is a psychic? So as a psychic, really, I'm a very intuitive person. I do connect with my sitters, the clients, people who come and see me, what we call a soul-to-soul connection, which means that I do pick up what I feel when I meet the person or when I'm online with the person, what I pick energy-wise and vibe-wise. And then what I do is I give my insights, my guidance on several areas of their lives. Could be, the love life, relationship in general, work, career, family, etc. I don't go into any health issues. I am not a doctor. So I just want to make this very clear as well, because I do have people asking me about, will they get better? I can only give what I pick vibe-wise, but I am not a doctor. Now, so psychic side, I do give what I pick up, my insights on the intuition, okay, that I get the energy when I connect as a soul to soul. I'm also fully convinced that we create actually our own reality and destiny based on our thoughts, our actions, our words, our deeds. As a psychic, I am able to tell you where you are headed in the future based on your present thoughts and the energy that surrounds you. But if you decide to change your thoughts, your mind, you can alter your future outcomes. It's very important to understand this. You have your own free will to take the direction you feel you need to take. I'm just here as a guidance, as, really an assistant, if you wish to call me as well. Now, in a nutshell as well, what is a medium? So, as a medium and spiritually gifted being, I establish a connection with what we call the discarnate entities. So, the connection between this world and the spirit world. I engage in a real-time dialogue with the spirits and your loved ones in spirit world who have passed away. And I can provide, and I must provide, by the way, it's not I can, enough evidence and details to remove any doubts in your mind that a true communication with the spirit world is taking place. As a medium, I need to really remind everybody of this, as my primary goal is to give you enough evidence of life after death, and then obviously give you all the healing and kind and loving messages from your loved one who have passed. Very important just to really emphasize the difference of a psychic and a medium, and what a medium is, okay? Just to actually break all the myths as well that we hear. We are here to show that there is a life after death. Now, let's have a look at my psychic medium, what I call life hygiene. What do I do on a daily basis? First of all, I want to stress the importance of taking care of my energy levels. Why is that? Giving a message, I'll explain now, giving a message from your loved ones and spirit world is all energy work. And sometimes it can even affect, our nervous system, really our energy levels. We all, as human beings, are energy, all energy and energy beings. And for me, to communicate with the spiritual realms and the spirit world, I need to raise my vibration, and they, spirits, then lower their own vibration so we can meet halfway. Okay? Thus, I would say the word of medium. We meet in the middle. So doing this work is like anything else. We need to take care of ourselves, getting enough sleep and exercise as well. And I would say a diet, a proper diet as well, that consists of healthy foods, really will help us make a strong, be actually a strong conduit, a strong channel, and be a strong communicator. So for me, when I really started being a psychic medium, I was also a life-changing, totally life-changing, because I had to change my, I would say really life and daily hygiene, i.e. my eating habits, and switch to a healthier diet, better feeding patterns, and at the same time I've been exercising on a regular basis now every day, which was quite tough at the beginning for me, because I do have, like most of you, a very active lifestyle, and adding what I thought at the time adding more to what I was already doing, but actually no, it was just changing the way I was living. It wasn't adding more. So changing my diet, changing my sleep patterns as well, because I am someone who I'm not a big sleeper anyway, but I had to commit to sleep so many hours a day to keep this energy level high, to be able then to communicate with your loved ones in spirit world. I would say the next thing on my list of daily life hygiene as a psychic medium is to learn to relax as much as possible. So what does this mean? Well, just to quiet your mind. So I meditate a lot. So meditation is a great tool. It is my primary tool to relax and quieten my mind. But meditation, I just need to repeat, that isn't about really becoming a different person or a new person or even a better person. It's nothing to do with this. It's really about training in awareness and getting a healthy sense of perspective. So you're not trying to turn off your thoughts or feelings. You're learning to observe them without judgment. Just observe what you're feeling and thinking, and eventually you may start to better understand all these thoughts and feelings that you have. So it's like anything else. Meditation is a skill. Meditation helps quieten what we call as well our internal dialogue. Learning to meditate is, again, I'll say, like anything else. So I think you should really think of meditation as like an exercise. Like when you exercise a muscle that you haven't used in a while, or you've never really worked out before. It takes consistent practice to get comfortable in meditation as well. Through my regular meditation sessions, I also do what I call sit in the power for my psychic mediumship, listening to an amazing meditation, 10-minute meditation from a famous international British psychic, Tony Stockwell, that my mediumship mentors taught me to use. It's a great 10-minute to really quieten my mind and literally sit in my own power and increase my awareness and become ready to give, to connect to spirit world and give messages. Now, what I do also on a regular basis is to communicate with my spirit guide. I'm saying my spirit guide because I've always been communicating with my lady spirit guide, who is a great source of inspiration. But I'm convinced that we all have one or more, guides in our life to help us. So I've been talking to my lady spirit guide for a long time now. She's been amazing in helping me on my spiritual journey, my spiritual life, as well as in my personal life in general. In the same way as each one of us have guardian angels watching over and protecting us, we also have one or more spirit guides helping us. So spirit guides, we could actually talk, it's a passionate topic, we could talk about this the whole weekend, but I will just explain a few things as regards spirit guides. Is they come from many sources. Your guides might be, you know, a deceased one that's guiding you. It might, and you feel a familiar energy, it could be one of your loved ones. It could be someone that you don't know at all that's just here to guide you on your life journey in general, or spiritual awakening. You really feel when you want to connect with your spirit guide, you will feel the spirit guide is around you. We'll explain in a minute. But spirit guides can actually appear in dream. They can bring messages and ideas directly into your mind or assist you to feel these kind of urges, which guide you one way or another on the physical or spiritual path ahead. So unlike guardian angels, whose role is really more about love, surrounding us, loving us, your spirit guide are here just to, I would say, to help you achieve your goals, to give it an extra boost and just help you go back on the right path. They give you these little nudges, you know, oh, okay, hang on here, you should maybe do that. All these nudges and urges that you feel, it is your spirit guides helping you to make the right decision for yourself. And really the angels are more about loving you, you know, protecting you and also supporting you, of course. But I would say the spirit guide is more of a pragmatic role in your life, as well as bring you some love, but they're here to guide you, as the word obviously says it all. So the role is really of greater responsibility, of guiding and steering us, cheering us, and actually helping us. Sometimes it seems as if they're literally all our hands and lead us to where we need to be. They might also arrange for, you know, coincidences or coincidental meetings, or help us to be in the place we really need and we're meant to be, so that important life lessons can happen as well. They might whisper words of reassurance or help us to find the information we need to get the job done, to get whatever we want done. They're wonderful, and our lives would be so much harder if we didn't have our spirit guides around us. So again, I'll very thankful to my own lady spirit guide, who has been helping me and guiding me in my life in general again, and on my spiritual awakening, and a lot, obviously, especially with my mediumship. And it's always a great help, because if I do, like any human being, feel stuck, or if I just feel lost, I do call on her, and she comes in and guides me. Now, the different ways to connect with your spirit guides, and I'm just going to give a few examples, and I'll tell you how I connect with my spirit guides. You can ask that your spirit guides appear in your dreams. You can use guided meditation. That's very helpful as well. You could even try, I would say, to ask your spirit guide to give you some physical evidence, some physical signs like feathers or coins as well, just like angels, really. And your spirit guides would also be very happy to bring you a sensation each time, you know, he or she is around you. For myself, I'll just say how I connect with my spirit guide. I do call on her, technically really physically call on her, and I do feel a change of temperature around. I feel it becomes cooler. So I know she's around me and she's ready to give me messages or to help me on what I am supposed to do that day. I would say something else I need to mention as regards my daily life hygiene or maybe daily life psychic medium hygiene is the grounding process. So I love my 10 minutes grounding meditation every day. I do. It works tremendously well for me, helps me, it's very beneficial. And I do very often talk about grounding and clearing our energy and auric field. So I'll explain what do I mean by grounding. So learning to ground myself has obviously been very helpful and has become a part of my daily practice. Really, it's become like, okay, before I get up, I need to do my grounding meditation. And it helps me set really healthy boundaries as well. So I often get asked, why do I do this routine? Why do I do actually the grounding process on a regular basis? I believe this is an essential tool and skill for sensitive souls like myself as a psychic medium, and for my clients as well, you know. So grounding is an exercise that connects you energetically to the earth. It really allows you to be more authentically in your body, in the present moment, and receive nourishing energy. So grounding allows your body to use all your talents and gifts and know their value in the world and give birth to your visions and goals. It is really represent yourself like, grounded on the ground. I am connected to the earth. I am in my body. I am in my energy. I am in the present moment. And this is very important. And why it's very important, because I'll talk now about being ungrounded. When you're ungrounded, it makes it harder to create and achieve your desires and your goals. It keeps you unfocused, could be easily distracted, missing actions and feeling sometimes anxious or even powerless. So you may be thinking, like I did at the beginning, you might be thinking that we're all naturally grounded and that we're all natural in our body and gravity, us connected to the earth. But I wouldn't say, I can't say this is true or false. To me, I don't think we're all naturally fully grounded. A part of us is naturally grounded, but we also need to resort to this grounding process to make sure that we are fully in the present moment. So, for example, have you noticed when you can't concentrate, when you feel a bit spaced out of your body? Well, like you aren't relating or functioning as well as you'd like to on the physical level. It takes a lot to recover to being present and alert. And being ungrounded may feel like, even I would say, like you're floating outside of your body and you don't have any foundation to stand on. So if you feel you're floating outside of your body and you don't have I would say, solid foundation, this is where you probably need to ground yourself. So being ungrounded can also make you feel a bit out of control in your life. So this is again why it is very important for me as a psychic medium, and I recommend it to everybody to ground themselves with. There's a lot of nice grounding meditation on YouTube that you can use, and a very short one. I use a 10-minute one. And it's just tremendously helping me in my life as a psychic medium, but in my life in general. I would strongly recommend it. Now, one other things I need to mention as my part of my daily psychic mediumship medium routine is what I call the cleaning and clearing the space. So what I do is I do clear my space by burning sage, also known as smudging. It's an ancient spiritual ritual that we use, and it has several and multiple benefits. I think, again, I could spend 2 days to go into all the benefits as using sage and clearing and cleansing your energy fields, your space, your living space. So smudging or using the sage helps you purify the space. It's a spiritual tool. It's been used, for generations, for centuries, to really to help you connect with the spiritual realms as well, or enhance intuition. It helps dispel negative energy. I would say it is used very commonly, by psychic and mediums to clear the space as a ritual, really a ritual tool to rid ourselves and our space of any unwanted, unwelcome energy or negativity. It cleanses and empowers specific objects as well. You can use sage around you just to clean yourself, but you can use sage around some specific objects as well, just to clear and clean them of any negative energy. It helps as well ease stress, and it may help boost your energy level. So these are just a few benefits of using sage, or what we call smudging your living space. Now that I've shared most of my daily rituals as a psychic medium, I will just explain briefly what do I do when I do my readings. Thanks, Rachel. Thanks for the message. I love smudging, so I'm sure you do as well. So what do I do now? Ritual when I do my readings. So before my readings, during my readings, and when I finish my readings. So I will go into the details just now. So I offer psychic mediumship readings. As I always say, I use both. And at the start of every readings day, because it can be, you know, several readings in a day, I do connect to, the way I work is I do connect to a few spirits beforehand when they want to come, but that's how I've been working. They connect with me. Some of them connect with me beforehand. And they also ask me to pick some angel cards, they push me to use my psychic insights as well during the readings to pass their own messages. This is the way I've always been working, is spirits comes to me very often before the readings. They ask me, they push me, you know, towards some specific cards as well. So these cards can help my sitter with some guidance on their present life and can give them some tips on the future that is ahead of them. So that's really how I work during the reading, before the reading. And what I do as well, obviously before that, I clean the space with, you know, a smudge with the sage. I call on Archangel Michael for protection as well, just to protect the reading, the sitter, and my space of, again, I would say just to protect the space in general and clear or prevent any unwanted energy. So during the reading, I use I do a lot of online reading now, so my sitters might not always see it, but I do use a lot my tarot angel cards that I've been, you know, I've been pushed by spirits to use. So it helps me give some psychic insights as well as all relaying all the messages from spirit world. Now, what do I do when I finish a reading? Okay. So when I finish a reading again, I first of all, even before I let my sitter go, as I thank the sitter, but most of all, I thank their loved ones in spirit world. I thank them very much for the trust they have in me, for basically, yes, trusting me as a channel to give the messages to the loved ones. This is, I would say, not only a blessing, it's an important duty for me. I call again Archangel Michael. When I finish with my sitter, I call Archangel Michael to obviously again protect, you know, the space for and clear the space for my next readings if I have a next reading, or just thank Archangel Michael for the protection he's providing me with. And again, I clear a bit the space with sage and I smudge it very briefly, a bit around me, a bit in the room. And that's it for what I do before, during, and after a reading. Now, what I really want to say as well, I want to finish on a few things, a few tips, or a few recommendations, as I truly believe that anyone can develop their intuition and mediumship skills, both, as I firmly believe that we all are born with some skills, but it definitely requires a lot of hard work and training to maintain, strengthen, and develop these skills. So some people don't want to use anything. They just, you know, they're happy the way they are. That's fair enough. Other people want to strengthen their intuition, and it's absolutely fine. And I repeat it, I'm convinced we can all do it. This is why at the beginning I did say, I don't feel it's a gift. I feel it's really an ability. You know, like anything, an ability needs some work to become stronger. I personally have attended several psychic mediumship mentorship meetings to actually become even better. And I still do. I never stop learning, and I will never stop learning, because spirit world is it's just a fantastic way of working with us, and it can change. It can evolve with time as well. At the moment, there's a certain way I work with spirit world and my psychic insights. But then, as time goes by, I'm developing new techniques. I'm strengthening my connections as well. So this is why the learning is just ongoing. It's a lifelong learning, really. I watch a lot of inspirational videos from other psychic mediums, very well known or less well known. I am truly passionate about Tony Stockwell. I'll mention him again. For those who don't know him, he's an international, British international psychic medium. He's doing the Psychic Detective in the UK. So I do follow some of his teachings and seminars, and I just love the way he's teaching. And I still do attend some mentorship seminars again in Dublin with my mentors. So I also do connect a lot with my fellow, psychic mediums. There's a lot, and I do some workshop with some of my psychic mediums friends as well. Because I am convinced as well that we all learn with each other. All of us learn with each other. And we share experiences, we share techniques as well. We share some, I would say, compassion, but we share also some support. Because again, being a psychic medium, we're all human beings. So it does sometimes drain you, because we can take some of the emotions, our sitters' emotions, some of the spirit's emotions. So it's important as well to work with people, like-minded people that can also really help us feel better, help us with some support as well. So being a psychic medium is, again, a lifetime training, ongoing process. I will never stop learning. I will never stop improving myself. I have had moments in my life during which I felt like giving up, really. It can be really tough, but Spirit World always stood by me and gave me the strength to keep going, because they do trust me and they want me to keep relaying their messages. And I will be eternally grateful to Spirit World for their continuous help and support and faith in me. And I would say another thing, they just never stop amazing me, it's so wonderful the way they work with me. And you might sometimes start a reading and you think, right, okay, I'll work like this, I'll do that. And then Spirit World just comes and, just gives you something different, pushes you to use a different way to work. And it's just wonderful. This is why we keep learning all the time. We can never stop learning. And I will never say, oh, I know it all, because I don't. And one thing that's very important, being a psychic medium, you have to be very careful, especially when we come to maybe more clients, or some of them become more well-known. We have to be really grounded. And again, a lot of things I've been told by my mentors, really, two lovely ladies in Dublin, is to really, by the way, I will mention it's Angels Love in Dublin. If anyone is looking for a mentorship, please go and see these two lovely ladies. They are just very good to help you strengthen, your mentorship. And I wouldn't be where I am without them. I couldn't thank them enough. They really pushed me to actually be able to have this talk today. So it's a lifelong, process. And what I was saying is, being a psychic medium, you need to keep your ego under control. Because it could be very easy. You can think, right, I know it all, great, okay, someone is booking a reading with me, great, I'm going to give plenty messages, I know, it's so easy, everything comes very easy to me. No, you have to be careful, be grounded, and never let your ego take over. Because we are spiritual beings, we're learning. It's, again, a lifetime learning process. And Spirit World is always amazing. They trust, they trust me, they trust us as psychic medium, but they want us to keep our ego out of the story, And I will say also is, I am as well, a therapist, a hypnotherapist and a mind coach and a medium. And it's wonderful because all these things actually serve a different purpose, In my therapy, I do a lot of self-confidence and esteem boost, but I do also a lot of grief management. So being a medium helps me, I would say, implement the right therapeutic plan for my clients. And this is why I feel so blessed to have the Spirit World in my life, because they help me become a better therapist as well. I've always had a passion to help people. And the passion to help people is just strengthened by the fact that I'm a medium as well, because my therapy is just unique to me, like any therapist. We're all unique beings, but my type of therapy with my mediumship just makes it I'm a very client-centered person. I want to help the sitters, the client, people. It's a passion. Being a psychic medium, I will repeat it. I don't feel it's like a career to me. It's a true calling. It's a passion. You need to love it. You need to do this from your heart. Okay? Now, something that I would really also want to say to all of you that are medium or psychics or just people interested in the subject is, you need to remember, when you go for a reading, that mediums are human, filling a heavy space. So don't hold them to an unfair standard. That's very important. Remember that mediums are human beings filling a heavy space, so don't hold them to an unfair standard. We're not magician. We're here to give messages, loving messages from your loved ones in spirit world. So if we relay some messages, it means that at this moment in time, the spirits that step forward wanted you to hear the specific message. Also, a last piece of advice I would say before I move on is remember that a mediumship reading, is not spirit on demand. I always use this expression because I had some people sometimes saying, oh, I'm disappointed because I wanted to talk to my whoever passed, not to this spirit, someone else. And I just repeat, mediumship reading is not a spirit on demand. But most of the times, if you do request for someone special to come through, if you build your own energy, and if you really call upon a specific spirit that you want to talk, there's a lot of chances, great chance that this spirit steps forward, but there is no guarantee. So this is why you need to remember and to respect spirit world. It's not readings, it's not spirit on demand, okay? It's the spirit that wants to come is the one that has messages for you. And some spirits, you need to remember, are better at communicating than others. Don't be discouraged if at first a loved one who has passed in spirit world for a longer time comes first and then brings, forth the person you wanted to talk to. They do that. The spirits who have passed before, some spirits who have passed in a shorter period of time, they do that. It's like teaching them the ropes, you see. So don't be discouraged or disappointed. And if your spirit-specific personal spirit doesn't come through, they just might need a little longer to build up their own energy. Usually you need to remember, and that's from experience and from what I've been taught as well, is you will have the first spirit that comes is the one that has the strongest message for you at that moment in time. This is why it's very important to respect this. Hello, Hallie Crawford from Australia. Thanks for the message, and lovely to hear from you. I'll contact you in private, Ali, about what you're just saying. So, yeah, just remember to respect that. I can't repeat this enough. The spirit that comes steps forward. It takes them a lot of energy to come and meet us as mediums. So respect the spirit that's coming. Take the messages, and there's something sometimes you don't understand. Take it with you because it might make sense in a few days, a few weeks, a few months. When spirit comes, you need to remember as well, spirit world do not make mistakes. The only mistakes that can be made by us as, again, mediums, because we are human beings. So we might sometimes misinterpret slightly what is being said, but we always go back and ask again and rectify it. Just remember, never think that spirits have given you the wrong information. That's something else that you need to remember. And most of all, remember that your spirit, like your loved ones in spirit world, are here to send, they're always around you. They're here to send you loving and healing messages. They want the very best for you. So never fear spirit world. Never fear when you go for a reading with myself, with anyone else, that you will hear any bad news or anything negative. Spirit world is all about positivity, love, healing. So I will really finish on this. It's very important to me to let you know that it's only loving and positive messages that come through, and guidance as well. And with me, there will be also some psychic guidance. I will never give any bad news. Don't talk about death, health issues, again, because first of all, we're not God. And second, we're not doctors. We can only give what we perceive to help you make the right decisions, the same as what your loved ones in spirit world do. They come to actually help you and just help you to move on and make some decisions, okay? So for me, for today, I will finish with all this. It was just an overall view of my psychic medium daily life hygiene. What do I do before, during, after a reading, and a few tips for you if you are psychic mediums already, or if you're just people interested in strengthening your intuition. Go for it. We all have an ability. It is not a gift. It's an ability that you just need to develop. And there's no reason why, if it's a part that's of interest to you, you couldn't make it. For years, I thought I was just being mad or crazy or, hearing things, and I didn't really want to acknowledge this. And me coming to Ireland a few years back just helped me meet the right people and strengthen my abilities and growing. Okay, that's really important. I do repeat it, but because it's just the basis of everything. All of us, basically, as human beings, and here it's the medium that's talking to you, the psychic and the therapist. We all have the skills to do what we want to do. So follow your path, do whatever your heart is telling you to do, and listen to your loved one in spirit world. They are of great advice and of love. Okay, so thank you to all of you. Now, for those who are interested, I will just go through a very brief grounding technique meditation. It's only going to be a couple of minutes just to help you ground yourself. Okay, so make yourself comfortable. For those who are still here with me, make yourself comfortable, either standing up or sitting, whatever you want, but preferably, have your feet on the floor. So even if you're sitting, don't just lie on your bed, but sit so your feet are on the floor. Again, preferably try to be bare feet, or even with your socks, or take off the slippers or the shoes and just have your feet on the ground, sitting or standing. Okay, make yourself comfortable. Don't do this if your attention is required, your awareness is required, or obviously if you're driving or operating any kind of machinery. You need to be in a quiet environment and just relax to do this grounding meditation or technique. Now close your eyes if you are again comfortable and safe to do so, and I will guide you through this brief grounding technique. So now that you're comfortably sitting, you take a deep breath in with your eyes closed, you hold it, and then let it go. With your feet flat on the ground, imagine that each exhalation sends roots through your body and out of the bottom of your feet. These roots are growing and going deeper into the earth with each breath out. The roots grow through the topsoil, through the bedrock, and into the underground waterways, growing deeper and expanding outward. As the roots grow deeper and deeper into the earth, you receive the benefits of the earth energy through them. Your body absorbs the rich nutrients, the constant and dependable energy of Mother Earth. Your roots continue to grow to the very center of the earth, where the fiery core of our Earth Mother provides us with all our needs. This earth energy rises up through the roots and into your body, bringing energy that stabilizes and balances you. The warmth relaxes any tension and renews your body and mind. Open yourself to it and receive it now. All this healing energy from Mother Earth. Bring this renews, moving through each muscle and organ, filling your body and spilling out the crown chakras. When the earth energy moves out the top of your head, it flows upwards and onwards into the sky, leafing out like branches into the heavens. And now these branches absorb the light of the moon and stars, and this light of the sky streams down into the top of your head, filling your body with starlight and moonlight, moving into each muscle and organ, pulsing through each vein and artery, filling your body with light. Your body is now radiant in this light, vibrating with the energy of the heavens. Now imagine, with each breath you breathe in, that this brings in the earth energy through your feet, through your body, and out the bottom of your head. With each out breath, you pull in the sky. You pull in sky energy through the top of your head and out the bottom of your feet. Mixing and balancing the earth and sky, the mother and father, the male and female. Collapsing opposites. Creating a perfect balance of the yin and the yang. Continue now to breathe, following the flow of these energies that balance and support, that renew and recharge, the energy that supports your being present right here, right now. When you are ready, you can now open your eyes. You take a minute to adjust as you come back to everyday awareness, feeling fully alert. You can stretch and smile, move your fingers, your toes. Come back and open your eyes and just enjoy the energy of Mother Earth. And enjoy being present right here, right now, in your own body and your own energy. And now, I want to thank you all the people that attended the live talks. Thank you very much for taking the time on a Saturday to attend. And I just hope you all have a lovely weekend. If you have any questions or you want to know more about what I do, feel free to go to my website. Feel free to PM me. I would be delighted to help you. And remember, I am a therapist and a coach as well as a psychic medium. And I would be delighted to hear from you about anything. If you have just any questions or need any guidance or maybe how to develop your own, intuition or mediumship, I can give you some advice, some contacts as well. Feel free. I really hope you have a lovely weekend and I will talk to you very soon. I have another live talk tomorrow on Facebook at 12 p.m. Irish or London time, Dublin, London time, 12 p.m. about how hypnotherapy can help you love yourself. If you're interested, just tune in tomorrow. Apologies for my French accent. I've been living in Scotland for years. I've been living in Russia. I've been living in Dublin for a few years, but I still have my French accent in the background. So I do apologize if sometimes, some of the words can seem confusing to you. I think the French accent is always very difficult to get rid of. So apologies for this. I really hope you have a lovely weekend. You are beautiful souls. Remember that. And just remember that anything you set your mind to, you can achieve. These will be my last words. Have a lovely weekend, and I might see you tomorrow for the ones who are interested to tune in for my hypnotherapy talk tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.